taste, feeds the dying light, and brings me back to life. In your eyes, I see something to believe in. Your hands are like a flame, your palms are sweet as pain. Let the darkness lead us into the light. Let our dreams get lost, feel the temperature rise. Baby, tell me one more beautiful lie. One touch and I ignite, like a starship speeding into the night. You and I get lost in the infinite lights. Baby, tell me one more beautiful lie. One touch and I ignite. One touch and I ignite. One touch and I ignite. So alive, your touch is like a daylight, burning on my skin. It turns me on again. You and I, survivors of the same kind, but we're the only ones dancing on the sun. Let the darkness lead us into the light. Let our dreams get lost, feel the temperature rise. Baby, tell me one more beautiful lie. One touch and I ignite, like a starship speeding into the night. You and I get lost in the infinite lights. Baby, tell me one more beautiful lie. One touch and I ignite. One touch and I ignite. One touch and I ignite.
Diamonds are forever, but all we need is just tonight. A monumental tremors that can freeze the speed of light. Just like particles that's falling from heaven, all over the stars. Hear you calling for me, hear you calling me on the phone.
Let the darkness lead us into the light. Let our dreams get lost, feel the temperature rise. Baby, tell me one more beautiful lie. One touch and I ignite. I feel the heat as we collide, like a fever that feels alright. So baby, tell me one more beautiful lie. One touch and I ignite. 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 A life lesson. A life lesson. A life lesson. I've been falling for you, and it seems to me that it was always too good to be true. I tried to right my wrongs by myself. Time will tell. I thought we could make it work. Still I'm hurt. I won't learn. Oh no, I guess you just a life lesson. Let my mind rest in.
The beautiful Lac de Chambon. What a stunning, beautiful place. And that is a dam for this lake. Absolutely lovely. I could sit and look at that view all day. Morning everybody. Yeah, so that's, like I say, is the Lac de Chambon. We're heading out towards Briancon today. We're about 30 miles or so from Briancon. We left a bit earlier than normal because it's probably going to be quite a long one today. Yeah, the aim is to cross over into the across the Italian border and into Italy, the right northwestern corner. Go through the Italian Alps and come back into France a little bit later on. It's about 11:40, something like that, and it's already scorching, absolutely scorching, as I'm stood here. But yeah, so that's the plan for today. Like I say, when we come back into France a little bit later on, we'll be a little bit more north, then we'll cut back south and then back west towards Grenoble, and then back to Digs eventually. So yeah, it's very picturesque out here, and hopefully Italy won't disappoint either. So yeah, I'm going to disappear, get back on it, and yeah, carry on towards Briancon. I was also looking for a drink as well. I haven't found many places open for a drink at the minute. We've got water with us, but looking just for a roadside cafe or anything really that we can just get like a nice Coke or a cup of tea or something. Yeah, we'll do our best to find that en route, and then yeah, like I say, bit of luck, cross over the Italian border a little bit later on. So back to it. But I'll leave you for one last time with this stunning, stunning view. Just beautiful. Afternoon, everybody. Right, we've made it to the top of the Col de Lotterette, I believe it's called. Basically the top of this sort of peak. I'll spin the camera around in a second, but yeah, it's beautiful up here. You can probably just see some of the snow on the mountain tops in the background now. You've probably just seen some onboards of us coming up through the Col until we got to this place, which is like a nice little stopping place. We just had a sandwich and a drink, and then we're going to crack on. We've got about another 50 minutes to go until we get to the Italian border, so I'm going to head over there. It's about 12:30 at the minute, so I want to get over there through Italy, back into the top of France a little bit later, and then we'll be making our way back pretty much the way we've come, really. So yeah, it's going to be quite a long one, but yeah, looking forward to it. I'll spin the camera around. So that's the view from this little sort of parking area with some shops and places to get food, etc. Yeah, it's lovely. What a lovely place. See all the snow on the mountains, it's gradually melting. This place is skier's paradise in the winter. There you go, the Lotterette Lodge and Spa Hotel. I bet that's main clientele's skiers in the winter, because you'd need, wouldn't be able to come up here on sports bikes, I can tell you that. Be covered in snow, but yeah, what a beautiful place. But we are up high, and it's quite nice because although I'm standing in the sun, there's a cool breeze, so it's actually keeping me quite cool, which is quite welcome. It was a bit warm earlier, but when we was down near sort of on the way to Bryancon, so yeah, it's absolutely lovely. Right, time to get back to it. I'll catch you all in a bit. Afternoon, everybody. Right, we've made it. We are currently in Italy. It's the Italian Alps, you can see behind me. I'll flip the camera around in a minute. There's not particularly too much to see. We've just stopped petrol station just to fill up, have a rest break for a few minutes and a drink. And yeah, then we're cracking on bypassing Turin, and then we'll be heading back up and coming out the top end and then back into France a little later on. It's already 2:15, so we've only just sort of got here, so God knows what time we'll be back later, but yeah, we'll try and get back in time for tea if we can. If not, we'll have to find it en route. We'll just see how we do. But yeah, so I'll flip the camera around anyway. Yeah, this is the SS24. Runs from France right up to Italy, or right into Italy rather, and then up to Turin. But like I say, we're bypassing Turin. There's the bikes, Dave, just having a bit of a rest, as I said. And yeah, it's absolutely scorching now. It's 32 degrees, and it's very, very hot in the sun. Apparently it's going to be 35 tomorrow, where we're staying, so yeah, it's going to be a warm one, but yeah, we're here, and we're going to get cracked on and see what the rest of the very northwestern part of the Italian Alps are like before we cross back over into France a little bit later on. Hopefully I'll get some good video footage. Right, time to get back to it. I'll catch you all in a bit. Afternoon, everybody. Right, we are up the top of the Col de Galibert, I believe it's called. We're heading back. You would have seen that extremely long tunnel. I was wondering if anyone was still going to be alive when we got out from the other end of it. It just went on for miles and miles. I think it's about 6 or 7 mile long, that tunnel. Almost as long as the Mont Blanc one, but yeah, it just went on and on and on. But yeah, basically you go through the Italian-French border, pay the toll. The toll to get through that tunnel was 36 euros for a motorbike. More if you're in a car or van. 36 euros. And I had no idea that there was a toll on it or that it cost that much. But anyway, obviously we did it because it was Obson's choice. So yeah, and when you come out the other side of the tunnel, you're back in France. The border's kind of like halfway through the tunnel. So yeah, we've got back into France and been going through the Alps and then down this Col de Galibert. Heading back towards the 1091 where we was earlier, and then we'll be heading back towards Grenoble direction and back to the digs. It's coming up at 4 o'clock in the afternoon and we've still got about another 2.5 hours ride yet. That's without stopping for a drink. So it's going to be a long one today, but yeah, worth it for these views. Italy was nice. Hopefully you've seen some of the Italian Alps. I'd say we just brushed the corner of it really. Didn't go too far in there. Just haven't got enough time in a day, to be fair. But yeah, it's pretty peaceful, pretty nice. And because we're up quite high as well, it's sort of about 1,800 meters, something like that. And it's a little bit cloudy. You can probably see up there. The temperature's quite nice. It's about 21 degrees. It's quite cool, and a nice breeze to go with it. But yeah, once we get down and back towards back on the 1091 heading towards Grenoble, it is going to heat up for sure. Yeah, right, I'm going to head down the bottom of this col and go and get a drink and then start our long journey back. I'll catch you all in a bit.
And the moon will always smile in my dreams, in my dreams. And the sun will always rise in my dreams. So it seems.
anthem for the girl that got away. This is an anthem for the war of yesterday. This is an anthem for the rebel of my youth. This is an anthem for the risk of loving you. 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 This is an anthem for the girl that got away. This is an anthem for the war of yesterday. This is an anthem for the rebel of my youth. This is an anthem for the risk of loving you.
Afternoon everybody. Right, we've come out to do a local run today after yesterday's 245 miles to Italy and back. We thought we'd have a bit of a rest day. Went out local this morning, went to a couple of shops and found a bike shop, which you probably saw a picture of. And then we've come up the mountain the other side. Much more forestry here, as you can probably see behind me. Nice little clearing actually. Nothing about at all, but tiny little track roads, really single track roads. But we're heading back down the mountain in a minute. I'm going to pick up a bigger road that will take us out onto the D1532, where hopefully we'll find a coffee stop, and then from there we are heading back down the mountain and coming into the village we're staying in from the top end rather than the bottom end this time. So yeah, then we're going to have a bit of a rest this afternoon and a bit of a chill out by the pool. It's very hot today, it's about 33 degrees, hence why I've stopped in this shaded area. So yeah, that's what we're up to for now, and then yeah, like I say, a bit of pool time this afternoon, a bit of relaxing, and time to catch up on a bit of editing for the next episode. So yeah, once again, we're having a good day. But like I say, it's hot, really hot. But yeah, it's just lovely. This forest is just so peaceful. We haven't seen anything for miles, absolutely miles. Like I say, we're heading back down it in a minute, and then making our way slowly back to the hotel via a nice cold drink, hopefully. Maybe even a bit of food, because it is approaching lunchtime. It's about just gone 1 o'clock, I think. So yeah, we get back, pool time. Right, time to get back to it. Let's go through the forest. Afternoon everybody. Right, we're nearly back to the hotel, and we're very fortunate to have this amazing waterfall that's behind me at the moment. Literally less than 10 minutes from the hotel on the way back. What a lovely area of France. The Alps never disappoint, but just wherever you go in them, wherever tour location I've chosen in the Alps has never disappointed for picturesque scenery or just lush greenery. It's just a beautiful, beautiful place to come. It really is. I'll never get bored of it. Never ever get bored of it. Just absolutely stunning. View of some of the peaks. And the waterfall itself starting way up there. You just see it through the trees and then making its way down, right down to this pool at the bottom. What a lovely, lovely area, and it's scorching, 33 degrees. So yeah, well, like I say, we're less than 10 minutes from the hotel, so we're going to get back there and jump in the pool. Probably still in the levers at the minute because I'll have to peel them off, I reckon. Yeah, what a lovely way to end today's ride. I'll catch you all in a bit.
You're a sky full of stars. I'm gonna give you my heart. 'Cause you're a sky full of stars. 'Cause you light up the path. I don't care, go on and tear me apart. I don't care if you do. 'Cause in a sky full of stars, I think I saw you. You're a sky full of stars. I wanna die in your arms. Cause you get lighter the more it gets dark. I'm gonna give you my heart. I don't care, go on and tear me apart. I don't care if you do. 'Cause in a sky full of stars, I think I see you. I think I see
shakes when the train rolls by. I lie awake and wonder sometimes where they're going. I wanna be going somewhere, 'cause it cuts me up to think I'm way off track. And every time I move, something holds me back. But I know now there's nothing keeping me. I'm gonna leave this town tomorrow, pack my bags and disappear, go to some place where no one knows